the four of you find yourselves moseying on in to the uh, Wild Brahmin Saloon. It's about middle of the day. The sun's high in the sky.
High noon, you
Uh,
could
High noon. It's high noon.
say.
So are some of you already like seated somewhere? What would you guys say?
I'm probably
say-
sitting at the bar.
You've probably been there since 6 a.m. I am fashionably late, thank you. So I would be the last one to arrive.
Okay. So patience. You walk into the saloon and you are looking around for this Archie fellow. And to your right, in like the corner of the corner that's on the entrance side of the saloon, he sort of stands up and he like waves you over since he recognizes that you seem to be looking for somebody.
Archie?
Hey, that's me.
Nice to meet you.
You come for the contract?
Of course. I hope you don't mind that I bring my friend in, and this giant fat bloatfly is gonna right through the doors and come up right behind me. Archie, this is Time, my friend, my bloatfly companion.
A bloatfly. That's a new one.
Yeah, well, I saved him from quicksand, so he owes me.
First time I've ever heard of that. Well,
where's everyone else? You said a
I don't
group
know.
of capable individuals, right?
Well, that was what I was hoping for. That's what the contract is asking for. So hopefully some other folks show up.
I'm gonna look at the most interesting person in the room.
Okay.
It's none of us.
You do a full
It's some other guy who
360.
just is in the corner.
You do a full 360 and you see Archie once again.
I'm like, the bar's empty.
I'm gonna say that you see Holm at the bar by himself right now.
I am seated at the bar and I'm kind of like hunched over. And if you were to look closer, I have taken some of the silverware and wood from the bar, and I'm trying to bend it and turn it into a small functional crossbow with like an old rubber band that I found.
I'm gonna motion Archie. I'm gonna go 1 second, and I'm gonna sit next to Holm at the bar. I'm gonna take up the bar stool to the left of him. I'm gonna motion to the bartender, who I assume is Rathsy over here.
Yes, Griffin is the bartender of this saloon.
Okay, I'm gonna motion. I'm gonna say, 1 whiskey, please, and 1 for my friend here.
What kind? A Brahmin-brained knobend brings a fucking bloatfly into a bar. Right. What is this?
Well, listen, I'm not from around here. It's just he has nowhere to go. I can't exactly put him on a leash.
Tie him up. Just tie him up outside with the rest of the horses.
You have lead?
You don't?
No.
You're a fucking animal, innit?
He's a little more civilized than a horse.
Yeah, put him in my backpack.
There are no
I'll
horses
keep
in the
them in
back, by
check.
the way.
Griffin,
With all-
you can't get nothing good from kids these days. They don't know what's good for them. They don't know what's good for others around them. You just gotta get by with them.
Did you open your mouth so I could hear a damn word you're saying?
Mm.
I don't think he has any muscle control left in those lips of his.
Well, what I'm saying is, I think that he don't really know. This little. I'm gonna like pat the bloatfly. He don't know what's good for you or good for him, so just shove him in my pack and we'll call it square.
As long as I don't have to look at it in my bar.
I'm gonna open up the top flap of my satchel. There's just like a ton of like nuts and bolts at the bottom.
Well, thank you kindly, I suppose. I'm gonna need that back.
I don't want to keep him. Never
So-
was
so the-
good with pets.
So the blowfly
No.
is in this satchel. Then is that?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in his
Okay.
bag.
You get there's like a really shitty like, you know those types of like string things where it's a little wooden knob that you put in between a rope and it like
Yeah.
holds things shut, but it never
Right, yeah.
works. It's that.
Okay.
Well, I guess one whiskey for me and one whiskey for what's your name, old timer?
You can call me Home, like
Hmm.
hole but with an M at the end.
For Holm over here.
Right. You see Griffin do a little hop, and then he disappears behind the counter, completely obscured from view, and you just hear clinking and rattling, and then two hands just go pump. Your drinks are on the counter.
Thanks,
I
sir.
love a bartender with theatrics.
Caps.
How much?
3.
Oh, okay. That's half of everything I own, and I slide 3 caps over to the other side.
Well, it might have been cheaper if you didn't bring a fucking fly into my bar.
I've never been judged so hard in a new town before.
I'm gonna lean over to Patience. I'm like, he don't have malaria, do he?
No.
Okay, you got
Of
him
course.
vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
You know,
Do you-
pets they gotta get their. Do they still? I'm gonna like lean over to Griffin over the counter. I'm like, do they still give vaccinations these days to pets?
How am I supposed to fucking know?
Well, I
Let's
don't
ask
know.
that
I
guy.
don't have any.
Hey! I'm like motioning over to Kingle. You know if they still give pets vaccines?
Well, I don't give much shot to the Brahmin.
You raise
I
them,
don't
do
know.
you?
Yeah, I work that ranch far side of town up on the hill.
The one that's
Good
kind of got
patch
that
of
big
land.
chunk out of it?
Sorry, say again, Mr.
Miss. Patience.
Miss.
Thank you.
You should wear your hair down.
Yeah. Excuse you, it's Mrs.
Is it really? Hold on. I have back up on myself.
I take the glasses off of a random patron. You sure about that?
My apologies if I'm not passing. But do you mean the ranch on the hill with the big chunk out of it? Looks like it got a
Yeah, that one.
yeah. What's up with that?
Well, I guess a few months back we ended up trying to steer the cattle a certain way, and they weren't too big a fan of how we were leading them. Decided to stampede right through about half the farmhouse.
Oh, that can happen?
Apparently so.
That's quite incredible. You must be quite the handler then.
Is that sarcasm?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
From
this
one
one.
handler from one handler to another, let's just say I've never had my animals take the broadside of my house off.
You ever try to handle about 40 cattle?
What do
You
you
ever
mean by
try to
that?
handle
I mean, there were about 40 cattle. What you mean? What do I mean?
He's a cowboy, of course he
All right.
handles cattle. Anyway, weirdness aside, I suppose. you look strong enough to help me with this contract. You willing and able? It'll be worth the caps. I'm talking specifically to Greg Kingle.
I figured.
I mean, it depends on the job. I don't got too much PTO up at the ranch.
Well, I've got the guy just for you. Archie, come over here. I've got a few fellas you could talk to.
He moseys on over to the bar and he sits down at one of the stools. Now, which is everybody here on board with this? Who's all coming along?
They want to know the
I'm
job.
bored with what?
Well,
Yeah, well, there's a man by the code name, I suppose, of Bishop. He's the one that gave me the contract to put out there. Over in New Houston, a ways to the east, there's some kind of I'm not exactly sure what, but some kind of storage chamber of some kind that has something in it that my boss or my contractor, I suppose, wants, and he needs it to be transported. And so the job is to essentially locate and secure this storage chamber, and I guess he'll take it from there once it's confirmed to have been secured. Any questions?
How big we talking for this storage chamber? Yeah, you mean like a safe, or like a briefcase, or like a whole shipping container?
Well, yeah, I believe it's like a shipping container.
You want us to move that?
No, the bishop, this bishop fella, he's taking care of that. He just needs it to be located and secured.
praise
So,
be,
yeah,
I
okay.
guess.
Any idea where it is?
Well, there's some kind of. You ever heard of this thing called Nassau?
No.
Ain't
Yeah,
that those guys what were spying on the American populace back in what was, I don't know, 1478 or something?
I don't know what
Yeah,
you just
salt,
said.
like a
You
tool.
drink too much.
I drink just enough to stay happy.
Well, I guess it's some kind of space-related facility of sorts.
Oh, my
the
friend
NSA.
Darren went through one of them recently.
Who?
Old buddy of mine.
From the sounds of it, this container is like moon rocks or something. But
Moon
I don't
rocks.
know.
In New
I don't
Houston?
know. That's
What's
what
so
I
special
thought.
about moon rocks? I mean, they're still just rocks.
Well, it's not for me to ask of my
I
contract.
wonder how much new moon rocks would go on a market of sorts. Maybe we don't
Maybe
need to. Maybe Bishop doesn't need to know.
Well, how much?
Maybe it's
is he
a
offering to
fascination
pay
of
us?
his, like a collector. These rocks are special to him because he likes the moon.
We sure these aren't drugs?
That's true. It could be some sort of code.
I had a buddy of mine.
It's-
He got 12 aneurysms in one day going on moon rocks, or I might have been moonshine. But I've had enough moonshine. I doubt it was that. though.
I assure you, it's not. It's no kind of alcoholic beverage here.
Blended.
I have
But-
had a few
What a
long
shame.
nights off the moon silver.
Well, who really cares too much what it is? Our job is to find it and keep it safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It don't
and,
really
and get
matter so
paid.
much what it is.
Well, how
And
much
get
is he
paid.
paying?
25,000 caps. I believe that's what the poster said. So that'll be split among the five of you, or the five of us. I mean,
I could fix up the
Oh, you're
fire pit.
coming, Archie.
is that a question?
Yes.
No, I'm not coming. I'm just getting part of the
Sorry, in
sheriff
these sorts of
or-
situations,
policy.
normally the guy who gives us the mission doesn't tag along.
Precisely. Yeah, I got to stick down. I got to stick in here town.
So what are
Well, I'll
you
tell
getting
you
paid
what.
for?
the logistics of the whole thing.
You've
I'm the
told
one that
us
put
nothing.
up the.
You
But
told
you're
us to
thinning
go
out-
find a box somewhere.
You middleman, I've never respected you, Archie, in terms of your career. You always just get in the middle of things and split up the pot. I'm gonna take out my solar scorcher and press it to his chest. So how about we just take some of your share?
I'm going
Okay.
to put a revolver up to Patience's head. Hey, we don't do that here. Put it down. Keep it civil.
Griffin,
but
could
take
I
it
grab
outside.
another over here? This is awfully exhausting.
You keep it civil, or you take it outside.
I'm gonna drop my gun and put my hands up.
For the
All right.
record, like
Thank you.
5,000 caps each in this society is like a fortune.
Listen,
So-
when I hear 25,000 caps, I want 25,000 caps. That's just normally my MO. I
Well,
work
listen,
alone.
young lady, you're not getting 25,000 if we're all going. And let's be honest with ourselves. If you manage to get your hands on even 500 caps, that'd probably be a life-changing amount for most people. So, I think we can give our little friend Archie here some of the money, but if he ain't gonna give us more than this, I don't see his share going any higher than maybe 5 or 7%. Because what you're doing, Archie, here is you're sending us out and you're getting us on a job where we might face trials and tribulations and canker sores and sprained ankles. And you get to sit in your home, relaxing, working your day job if you even have one. So I wonder why you deserve more than maybe 5%. I consider myself a generous fellow, considering the needs of my various compatriots in the wasteland. But you don't seem like you're doing much of the earning around here, if you know what I mean. So, Patience, I agree with your thoughts, but your methods just are too damn exhausting and extreme.
Holm, go ahead and roll barter for me.
Oh, Christ. This is going to be awful.
This is why I threatened him. I have a -4 to barter.
Don't worry, I have a -5. Well, how convinced would you say he is by an 8?
Not super convinced.
I suppose I
Well-
don't really know what he was asking in terms of percentage.
It was the way that the math was implied was 20% for each of you.
Yeah, so 20%
So-
goes to the middleman.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And like I said, 5,000 is like kind of unheard of in this town of Hainridge.
Listen, I don't care how unheard of it is. I've been 1 whiskeys away from broke for my entire life.
Well, how about we start here? What do we know? What we gotta find the thing. Do we know anything on where to start?
Well, there's
How good's your information here, Archie?
there's the town of Gunrise Rock to the northeast.
Heard of it?
I don't know if anybody's been there.
Ran through it, yeah.
Walked by a
There's,
few times.
There's some kind of crew there that a bad group of gangsters there that they've been looking to plunder some place in New Houston themselves of this Nassau structure, and they have some intel on it that could help you. So I suppose that's a good starting point for
So before we even bothered stepping 1 foot outside this place, you're already sending us towards a batch of gangsters?
Well, you never met eyes with gangsters before, cowboy?
That ain't the point. It don't matter what I've done, it don't matter what I haven't. It matters that we all get paid fairly.
You ever done a gangster,
That's-
cowboy?
I'm gonna ignore the short one.
I have.
How
They
could
don't
you
know
ignore
their
him?
way
He's serving
you
around
the
it very
drinks.
well.
So, Archie was it, right? You're
Yeah.
suggesting that we all split this 5 ways, nice and even, 5,000 apiece. Now, I'm not too
Yeah.
good at math, so tell me when I make a mistake here. I think that Home there had a very good point about you just telling us this little bit of a spiel, setting up a plot, if you will, and then you just get to hang out behind the scenes. So, I would suggest you cut a little bit off of your share, give it to the rest of us. We'll call it 6 apiece, and you can go home happy with that 1,000 yours.
Well, tell you what, I'll take the offer, and I'll talk to Bishop afterwards. How about that?
I think that sounds like a fun way to start this day.
Yeah, I could do.
Well,
Just know if you take too much money, I'm gonna be a little pissed. I might not be friends with you no more.
Home's a good man to have friends with.
Well, I'll make sure it all works out.
And Archie, you owe me for the one time. So, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't know you two knew each other like that.
Oh, we know each other very well. Right, Archie? I'm gonna elbow him.
What are you saying?
You remember those summer nights a few years back? I assume.
I'll always remember our time in the cabin, Archie.
It wasn't until you went into this different line of work that we, parted.
The bloatfly stays outside during sex.
Well, I don't see how it really changes things.
I do.
Well, listen, we
That's-
can talk about that when you get paid.
And not a minute before or after, huh? You always were bitter, Archie.
Bitter.
We always kind of had a more antagonistic spark, you and I.
I guess that's how you see it.
I'm gonna take out a cigarette. He never loved me.
Well, that guy we're gonna lock him real quick. Mr. Ratsy, you planning on coming along for this? You've been a little quiet other than making sarcastic comments.
Well,
You coming along?
I'll see why not.
Sure.
Money's money.
What's everyone need? About an hour? Pack your bags.
Oh,
I've
I don't
been ready
have
to
no
go.
things.
Just the sack on my back and my good buddy.
I go out to travel, and all I need is a sack on my back and a sack between my legs. I'm ready to go.
Never change. Never change. It's just grander.
You do have this nostalgic, warm friendship to you, don't you, old timer? Like we've known each other for a long time.
I pride myself on being a memorable figure in people's lives, whether it's positive or negative.
You're very sociable for a gun nut, you know that?
I mean, well, man, gunsmithing's a artful and beautiful trade. I'm always happy to share. Not my guns, but I can show you.
You know what you can do to this thing? And to pick my solar scorcher back up and hand it to him. You ever seen one of
Oh.
these?
Yeah. These things are kind of an acquired taste. But I'm no stranger to tooling around with, bits and baubles and pieces. I made something kind of cool myself. I'm gonna pull out it looks like basically a like aluminum and wooden Nerf gun, but it's like you can see on like there's a translucent chamber on it. It's just full of like bubbling green liquid. I like to make a few unconventional pieces of weaponry myself. I don't have much on me in the way of my modifications and alterations for something like this beauty here. I'm holding up your solar scorcher. But if you ever get a few dinks and scratches on your stuff, just hand them my way. I'll fix them up for you.
Well, thank you. I sure will. Yeah, let's go track down those gangsters, huh? I mean, if we need Kingle, if we need to go back to your estate to sort things out before we go, it's perfectly all right with me.
I suppose I just need to make a quick trip up, make sure I got some water to the road, tell the head of the home that I'll be out for a little while. Shouldn't be too much trouble if I tell him how much I'm bringing back to fix up that farmhouse.
Always love a man who has his affairs in order.
Well, let's hit the road, I suppose.
Oh, I almost forgot. And Archie pulls out a ham radio.
Pulls out a bomb.
Pulls out a gun.
I almost forgot. I get 50.
He sets
it almost
this, like,
slipped my mind.
He sets this like portable ham radio on the bar. This will be in case you need some way of contacting or taking in signals if it comes to that. Just a useful little gadget.
I'm gonna hang
Courtesy
on
of
to
the
that.
bishop.
Who's
I
gonna
love
be on
these
the
little
other side?
things.
Did he give us just one, or did he give us a set?
It's one receiver like that would take in other signals basically.
All right.
Yeah.
So, who are we expecting on the other side? You?
Well,
No,
the people with
it's-
the ham radio, you can find them if you tweak the signal correctly.
No, this is there's radio towers about in case there's stuff that
I hate those monolith
that
things.
I've been told to give you all this in case there are signals going about.
Here, look, Archie, he scratched in the radio frequency on the back of the radio anyway, so we know where to find him.
Anything else we need to know, funny man?
I don't think so. But I guess
Well-
that's that.
Best I get on out of here. You fellas can follow my lead then. Mr. Kingle, show me the way.
Hard to miss.
I'm gonna walk out of the saloon doors and I'm gonna poke my head back in. Can I have my friend back?
He's
Home.
coming. I can't let him loose in the bar.
He's fine. He'll just fly to me.
He's gonna.
Don't you fucking dare.
Holmes gonna like walk. He's like just sauntering over. And he's making his way, and then he gets out of the door. He stands up, takes his pack off, and then he opens the top of it.
Patience is gonna hold him and pet his head. Oh yeah, good boy.
As you all are like turning to leave and flying out of here, you see that there's like a 15-year-old kid, this young boy, who's playing the piano, and so that's who you've been hearing this whole time. Yeah.
A prodigy on the old ivory fingers.
that guy on your payroll, Griffin?
I don't know who the fuck that is. He just showed up one day. Cleans my floors.
Oh, don't. Archie pipes up. Don't you know that's Nathaniel Heinrich?
I can't say I've met the young lad. He's got talent.
I've heard that
He's-
name somewhere.
He's the son of the man that this town is named after.
Give me that
Surprised you
name one
haven't
more
heard
time,
of him.
Noah.
Nathaniel Heinrich.
Sure, I spelled that
Nate-
wrong, but at least I have it.
Nate the Great.
Don't mean shit to me. Can't make a fucking sandwich to save his life. That's why I shoved him out there on cleaning duty. Either way, let's go.
Who's gonna run the bar when you're gone?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Nathaniel stands up, puts on a fake mustache, and walks behind the bar.
Is somehow taller than the original bartender.
Yeah.
How?
Well, I suppose it's his now.
For now.
No, he's still playing on the ivories.
All right, well, I suppose I'm gonna start walking up my way to the ranch.
I'm gonna
Okay.
walk next to you intentionally. I'm gonna lean in. Well, Mr. Kingle, I don't suppose that you'd be looking for some long-term companionship.
Sorry, ma'am, I just met you. How about we slow things down a little bit?
Well, listen, I'm a young single gal, a little bit antisocial, but I have a little bit of kick in me. I've got a little bit of spunk. I've got time. What
Oh, was that like a pun?
do you mean?
You got time? That? I'm assuming that's the name of your.
How
your
far
father.
away is this fucking ranch?
You can see it. It's there.
It's right up the hill.
It's there.
Hold on. He might not. Griffin, you need a boost.
You fucking touch me.
Okay.
I can see perfectly
I'll-
well on my own.
I'm just slowly turn away back to walking straight.
How long you been in Henridge then?
Rolled in town about 5 years back.
Okay, where do you come from?
A little bit here, a little bit there.
I feel that. Never really had a place to call home.
Oh, it's a real shame, man.
No,
Everyone gotta have a home. Whether your home is your pet there, your family, your friends. It
Oh,
don't
I
gotta
would
be
say-
a place. Everyone got a home.
I'd say time is the best I've got. But he's good. Aren't you, buddy? I just never really found somewhere to settle down. I've kind of wandered. Nothing wrong with it. I like it.
No, nothing wrong with that at all. Find a lot of good stuff when you wander. Stay put too long, you end up missing it.
Oh, I've got a lot of stories I could tell you.
Well, it sounds like we're gonna have quite a bit of time on the road together. So
Quite a lot of time at night, too.
I
You
don't
know,
what
I
you're
never
implying, nor do I
did
care.
take well to the idea of sitting down in some place, but I found myself, I'm probably going to be missing I got myself half a queen-size mattress in my shack down by the river. And I tell you, there's a few springs that stick out at night.
I'm sorry. Which half?
That was my question.
But, you know,
See, we
don't
have a lot
make-
in common.
don't make
Oh,
too
no.
much difference, I suppose. I never seen the whole thing, but I figure it's probably the long way around, and it's real comfy at night. But I tell you what, I do miss the road, but I'm conflicted on this.
Is it
I've-
like
I've,
log
like-
splitting, or
I've
is it like
shoved
sloppy
directly
joes?
between Greg and Patience at this point.
I mean,
Well, I
he
mean,
never
old
really has to
bastard.
worry about missing home, does he?
Oh, man, who?
That was funny. That was funny, little man.
Glad someone has a brain cell around here.
At least one.
Mm. Well, anyway, if you ever find yourself access to a queen bed, I'd pay you handsomely for half of it. You know, complete the set.
Which half home?
I'll know it when I see it.
If I had a drawing of a queen size bed, would you be able to show me which half you have?
Well, that depends, I suppose. How would you rate yourself as an artist?
I'm not very practiced, but
Well,
I could draw a square.
Well, squares is tricky sometimes because you don't get the right sense of scale if it's not a 3-dimensional rendering. And that's, depth is tricky. Like my hands, they're nice and steady for working with physical materials, but I never did quite master the way of the pen.
Oh, you have a mouth on you.
Only when I need it. And I'm still like leveling
Get
my
your mouth
stride
off.
directly between Greg and Patience.
You cock blocking old bastard.
Have we made it yet?
Yeah, you guys,
hope
you
so.
guys, yeah, you guys have been walking to the other side of town,
We've been running circles around the farm.
down the main street, and you guys go up the hill, and you see the fencing enclosure for the Brahmin ranch of sorts that's here. You see a few of the Brahmin grazing out there.
I'm gonna interrupt
Other
you. I'm
than
gonna run straight to wherever the Brahmin are, and I'm gonna start petting them and getting friendly with them. Hey there, little guy.
I don't want everyone to stop, but I really have to piss, so interact with these Brahmin and make it...
Okay,
Where's he going?
I've got to piss.
There even an outhouse nearby to do that?
You think he fucking cares?
Oh, we don't know. There's a wood line right over there.
That is
That's
true.
where we
You
gotta
are
go.
all men, huh?
It does the trick. I'm gonna make my way towards the farmhouse. How about y'all just wait out here for a few?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine with that. You got all these kind cows.
So I'll make my way up to the farmhouse itself, walk in,
Mhm.
go to where my bunk is, grab my belongings, and
Okay.
then look for the head of the ranch.
Got it. Okay. What you mean, like on the property? Not, you don't mean like in this building, right?
Well, if they're inside,
Or-
I'm looking for the owner.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. You go to the second story where there's like not really like a study, I guess is what it is. And you see the older man. 1 second. You see an old man who is the head of the ranch, Mr. Hector Carrillo. He's dressed in his like usual like dark like shiny suit, as he's like writing in like a ledger of sorts in his study.
I'll knock on the door real polite. Mr. Corella.
Oh yes,
Afternoon.
it's-
How we
it's
doing
you.
today?
very good. How are you, Greg?
Well, I tell you what, I woke up this morning, I wasn't doing my Sunday best, but at this point, I have been given an opportunity I would like to share with you, sir.
All right, go ahead.
This fellow rolled into town, some poor bastard named Archie. I guess he had some kind of job he's pushing out there. Prize pool of 25,000 caps. About 6,000 of it is my share of it if I go complete a job for him. I'll be out of town for a couple of days. Need to borrow a few seeds, but if all goes well, we can fix up this farmhouse here. Get this place back in tip-top shape.
Well, it's an interesting idea. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't really approve of that, given we're so short-handed these days. But I think it's an interesting idea. If it's only a couple days, I think we can manage. So, if all goes well, I hope to see you in those caps in a short while.
Hopefully, I'll be back no more than 2 weeks, but it seems open-ended. I'll be back as quick as I can with jingling pockets.
All right. Well, that's promising, I think. So, is there anything you need before you leave?
Just a couple of steed, some horses. Get us back out a hell of a lot faster than our toes.
1 second. I forgot to mention this universally. There are technically not horses here, so the usual mode of transportation would be like a Brahmin pulled carriage, essentially. So,
Oh,
yeah. So that's what the
We
the
could do
ranch
like
would have.
a stage wagon or a stagecoach.
Yeah, essentially something
Or
like that.
hold
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll
So-
take 2 cattle to hold the reins.
Mhm.
Be back as quick as I can.
All right.
Probably take about 4 buckets of feed just in case they get hungry on the road. Anything more than that, I feel would be redundant.
Yeah, and who knows what you'll run into? Maybe you'll find a way to make do on the road.
Well, thank you
So-
again, sir.
Yes. Well, good luck, Greg. I hope it's all successful.
I'll make my way out and start heading towards the barn where we keep the coach, and grab 2 of my best behaved Brahmin on the way.
You go in the like stable barn type structure on the ranch, and you find those 2 Brahmin that you're looking for, as well as the stagecoach, essentially, like in the main area, like towards the back, so that there's room for the Brahmin to be like hooked up to it and all of that. So I'm assuming you're just gonna hook them up then,
Yep.
as you normally would. Okay.
I'll tie them up to the reins, get them all hooked up, and start pulling the wagon around front to pick up the rest of the group.
Okay. So the other 3 of you, as you're waiting, and as Holmes returned from his pissing in a bush thing, you
A lot of
see
nice
the 3
holes in the ground around here.
the 3 of you see Greg coming around the corner of the ranch with a stagecoach type vehicle pulled by 2 Brahmin that sort of wheels its way
aren't they precious?
to the front of the ranch.
They're just the sweetest.
Well,
things.
everyone, I'd like you to meet Mary and Cinnamon. These lovely ladies are going to be keeping our legs nice and strong on this road.
Oh, thank you, Mary and Cinnamon. Oh.
I'll walk by as I'm going up to get in the back, and I'll, as I pass them, I'll just go, ladies.
How come you didn't do that for me, Holm?
Well, see, these is ladies.
Then what am I, you damn thug?
a fucking vegan. You're less than human.
I said I'm selective, thanks.
That was funny.
I know
more
better
time
than
I spend
being-
around the little one, I seem to like them a little more each time they open their mouth now.
I know better than to be naive as to be a vegan out in this here wasteland, but I'm just particular about what it is I'm putting in my mouth.
Keep telling yourself that, sweetheart.
Go around
Way
here,
you was talking
put in your mouth
to
just about
Mr.
anything you
Kingle
can
here,
get
you
in.
don't seem too particular about what goes in your mouth.
There's a reason why I'm not asking you, old timer.
I slap home in the back of the head.
Old curmudgeon bastard.
They love me. They love me.
Well, load up. We got a lot of road to cross.
I assume we're all just gonna get loaded into the stagecoach then.
So, is this more of a like stagecoach, or is it more of a wagon?
Let me just
Stagecoach would probably be a little bit too.
A little too nice for this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
too
I
nice
would
for
say-
a farm
It's
in the
most likely
wasteland.
more of a wagon.
It's
I
what's
would
left of a
s-
stagecoach.
It's for a wagon. It's definitely like pretty nice, but I wouldn't say it's like a stagecoach the way that you would like traditionally picture.
So
Like
that description makes me think like Oregon Trail style tarp covered wagon.
We're
yeah,
not-
one of those types of.
We're
yeah.
not in a shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top. That is not what we're
Yeah,
getting
the-
here.
Yeah. We don't got cushions on these seats.
This isn't like a carriage going to a ball or anything.
I'm used to wood under my ass anyway.
Inside thoughts.
Yeah, you're
young
sitting
lady.
in the back. Home, how about you come sit up?
But there's an empty seat right up there, Commissioner.
No, that's
No, there
reserved
ain't.
for Mr.
I'm,
Scrander.
I'm, I'm
He's the
sitting my
navigator.
ass down.
Mr. Scrander here is the navigator.
Guess I'm stuck with you then.
And isn't that something?
Miss
Sure are.
Patience, would you like to help Mr. Ratsy up? He's a little vertical challenge.
I'm gonna snap.
I'm already in. I'm already in. I've been helped.
I'm gonna
They
snap and
grabbed
whistle to-
onto Holm as he was climbing up.
I'm gonna snap and whistle to bring Time in here. Good boy. He's gonna sit next to me. Just gonna
Good
pet his
plus
furry
sit.
head.
He's like perched on the edge of the seat.
Yeah, his body's just slumped.
What have you been feeding that thing? It's the biggest damn bloatfly I've ever seen.
He feeds himself.
Well, that's a
That
concerning
that
and
sounds like
vague
a
answer.
negligent owner.
Well, you know, and I have to get sleep at night. He doesn't need quite as much as me. He goes out, does his own thing, comes back.
That sounds like negligence. I'm pretty sure there used to be some organization for something like that. They called themselves the PETA.
Pet a what?
That's what I was going to ask.
I saw it in a pamphlet somewhere. I don't know all the details.
Patience.
Mm.
Have you ever gone to bed with a man and woken up without him there in the morning?
Sure. Let's say I have. Where's this going?
Just curious. I'm gonna scoot away from the fly.
I don't like what y'all are suggesting about me and my friend here.
I don't like what you're suggesting about our future together.
We have a future together?
God damn, I should get my goddamn mouth shut.
Nails in the coffin, Greg. Nails
I didn't
in the
say
coffin.
it.
So the wagon here.
You want a shovel for that hole you're digging?
The wagon begins to move forward as the Brahmin are moving down the road. They're definitely not. This isn't like a very fast wagon, obviously, because Brahmin aren't known for their speed. So you're definitely not traveling at like lightning pace. But this wagon does have some pretty decent wheels, so the terrain isn't making it too problematic. So you're not going at like a snail's pace necessarily. And as you guys go over the first hill to who is the navigator? I figured who that was.
I am.
So, Mr. Scrander is the one
Okay.
giving all the directions.
I
know where things are.
Holm, give me a survival roll.
That's easy peasy. That sure will be a 16.
So, Holm, you generally know like the road to Gunrise Rock, and that it's only about a couple days away at this pace, uh, assuming you're like, not traveling like literally 24/7, um, like a standard day's pace, essentially. You all in this wagon cross over a couple of the first sort of hills in the road, and you see like way in the distance, you see like a big wall of a dust storm that is rolling in at a far distance away.
Oh. You got anything to cover a lovely lady's eyes in this? I don't want them to get
It's
all
not like super close, so it's not like it's
damaged.
an imminent thing, but you do see it off in the far distance.
Can I
I-
look
I-
around to see if there's any like outcrops or large, groupings of trees that we could potentially pull the wagon near to avoid that?
Like shelter wise, you mean? Or
Yeah, even if it's just like a couple of like taller like rock formations or something.
oh, I
that
see.
Just for the for the time being.
Yeah, there is like you guys are traveling like predominantly eastward here, and to like on the left side of the path and sort of up and to the left a bit, like, or ahead I should say, there is a like rock, like outcropping sort of cliff where you see a radio tower like on top of it, and beneath, like at the base of this cliff, is a cave of sorts, that's like nestled into like the gorge that is formed from the base of this cliff, essentially.
Seems like a good place as any to hole up for a few hours.
Yeah.
And again, the
Yeah,
the
tend to
storm is
agree.
still a ways away, so it's not like it's imminent.
How long do you think it would take for that storm to arrive and for us to reach that radio tower?
I would say the radio tower, you would be able to get to the radio tower before the storm rolls in. Like you
Okay.
can tell pretty clearly from the distance.
Well, no sense wearing ourselves bone dry out here. What do you think, Greg? We pull in for a rest stop.
Don't see why not.
All right. Lady and gentlemen, we are going to be pulling off the road for a moment. We got a dust storm rolling in. We don't want to wear Mary and Cinnamon down too badly on this drive.
I just like woke up.
Yeah, good
Huh?
afternoon to you too. We're pulling off the road. There's a dust storm coming in. Looks like it could get a bit nasty for the Brahmin.
Oh, yes, then definitely.
Mhm.
You snore
Alright,
like
well,
a
Bull-
super mutant, by the way.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes.
All right, well,
It's
pull
a
us
shame
in,
we woke
Greg.
her up. It's a shame we woke her up. I don't think she had nearly enough time for that beauty sleep to start taking effect.
I know.
I think you look fine, young miss. Don't worry about it.
Bunch of brutes.
Okay. I assume we're
Alright.
gonna pull
Yeah,
over
we're
to
there.
that. Yeah.
Are you guys where are you guys gonna park the wagon?
In that cave inlet, right?
Is it big enough?
Well, the main issue would be getting the wagon down there, because the road doesn't have like a direct route to this cave from like the cliff of that the road is on. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like another level of terrain.
Oh, I thought we were at the bottom level.
No, you guys are at the top. It's like here, I'll pull up paint.
I got
Yeah!
no down.
Let me share my screen here. if you guys can see this.
Okay.
So like,
That's a line.
so this is like the road that you guys are on. This is
Yeah.
the wagon. The obviously like the distances are all condensed here,
Yeah.
but like the cliff is sort of like it's like an outcropping here. Actually, that's kind of bad. It's like this is a higher elevation than this, and then beneath it down here is like the low elevation, and then there's a cave like down here.
So what's stopping us from turning off right now towards that low side?
Because this is a
like
sheer
a
cliff.
That's
This
sheer
is a
drop.
sheer. This is a sheer cliff right here, and then the
Okay.
road keeps going, and it's like a sheer cliff along the way. This is just an outcropping that has this tower.
Is
And
there anything
uh,
by the tower? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if we passed like a different side road that will have taken us to that lower area already.
No. This cliff is kind of out of reach from any path, like any part of the path you guys have traveled so far.
So we got no way down.
We could climb down, but I
That'd
don't
be
know
leaving
how
the ladies.
exactly. Here, let me.
We got
Uh,
if we just pull off to the side, we've got hoods for them just to keep their eyes nice and safe. It ain't nasty enough to do any real damage. Mostly just everyone got to keep their eyes closed for a while. Try not to.
And
breathe
plus-
too
I
hard.
could. I could
Plus, like I
stick
said,
by
the-
him.
Like I said too, it's not like the storm is like imminent. So, but this
Yeah,
you know,
but how much longer do we have left on this journey?
it would still take a day or so.
Yeah, we're probably not going to get out of the range of the dust storm by the time it blows through.
Like if you had to guess, the dust storm is probably like passing through this other town right now based on the distance that it's at. So it would still be a while, but
So we could always just keep going to the tower.
Tower might give us just enough cover.
Can we get the Brahmin up the hill?
Well, that ain't
yeah,
a problem.
it's not a super steep thing, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll pull in there. I'll get their hoods on, and we'll just stay off the road for a little while. How's that sound?
Yep. I'll put on a pair of welding goggles.
So you guys have the wagon go up this like outcropping cliff to the radio tower, and even though like the actual like big antenna part is not terribly wide, the base of this thing is wide enough that there's like a small structure essentially. Not that the Brahmin could like fit in here, but there is like a sheer wall in the event that it was necessary to like just park them there or something like that. So there is a structure here.
Okay,
Um,
perfect.
And then from there there's a ladder. Yeah. Are you guys getting off then and looking in this radio tower, or
Yeah.
he's all
Why not?
you all step into this radio tower like base structure. It looks pretty much entirely abandoned. There's like the only thing moving in this room is a like desk fan on the far wall. But other than that, it's just completely either evidence of abandonment or just destruction of things just because of decay over time, essentially. And there's some like filing cabinets in here. And next to the desk at this back wall is a ladder that goes through like a roof access, like above the structure. Yes.
Can
Griffin.
I do an intelligence check to see if I've heard any rumors about why this was abandoned?
You can do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of the bartender design.
That is fun.
I am bringing the fly in here.
That's
Okay.
fun.
Got 12.
Would expect nothing left.
A
Or nothing
12.
less left.
Okay. On a 12, it's not a like crystal clear thing that you remember, but you have like a broad memory of a story you heard a couple years ago about this radio tower being used by like some kind of traveling like scavenging crew, and that it was being used for something involving like transmitting like secret messages, and that this was like a net like used as part of like a network of an old like scavenging crew that either, from what you remember, either just moved on to somewhere else or they were like driven out for some reason, but you can't quite recall.
Can I use the survival check to see if there's anything in here that's worth taking?
Sure.
How's an 18?
An 18 is pretty good. Let me do this real quick.
Hey, cowboy.
Yeah.
Do you remember how you fucked one of those thugs a while back? You mentioned that?
Can't say I do.
Oh, well, you did. No, you might not remember it, but I definitely do. They
Yeah,
may have
maybe you should
been they may have been living in here at one point. You might be able to find an old photo of your lover.
Oh, is that so?
Mm.
Well, for no in particular reason, we are getting onto the high roads out here. It does tend to bring about some less than favorable folks, so I suppose I'll climb up to the top, keep an eye out for any trouble.
I don't think you could take the high road if you wanted to.
All right, I'm going up the ladder now.
Okay. Before we get to that, I'll get to what Patience found.
As he's walking, he's walking past. That's funny coming from him.
Patience, you find a pair of binoculars as well as a flashlight, and then in addition to that, you find like a container like on top of one of these like filing cabinets that has a couple, specifically 2 stim packs in here.
All right, that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna pocket
So-
all those. I'm gonna watch
You hit the
as
fucking jackpot, dude.
Kingle goes up the ladder, and before he goes all the way up, I'm gonna hold the binoculars up to kind of where his feet are. You might need this.
Oh, well, thank you kindly.
Uh-huh.
So Greg here is climbing up this ladder. This is a really tall ladder for somebody to climb up.
It's a radio tower.
Even though there's no like, the dust storm is obviously a long ways away still, like in the relative sense, it's still like pretty windy out, and so I'm gonna need a series of as you're climbing this, I'm gonna need a series of, I would say,
Greg dies right here.
I would say just regular like strength checks to see if you can like hold on to this this like tall ladder.
While
Well,
he's
that's fair.
doing this, I'm going to do this with my finger, just kind of go in a circle and then snap and then point down to the bottom of the ladder and kind of just have time just kind of seated right at the bottom of the ladder.
So,
Is that
Greg,
your landing cushion if you fall?
He's been used for worse.
Greg, I'm gonna have you roll. This will be a total of 3 strength rolls to get to the top of this thing.
Wonderful. Well, my first one
So,
is a 20 that is dirtier than an outlaw who's been hiding in the woods for a couple of weeks now.
okay. This one, the wind doesn't seem too bad, and so you're able to hold on without much of an issue at all. And you're about like a third of the way up this total ladder from, like, if you count the beginning as like the top of the interior structure below.
My second roll gives me an 18. And that's in job.
Okay. This one's a little trickier because the wind is a bit more harsh up here. But all in all, you're still able to hold on, minus just a few, small mishaps of the ladder and the wind and all of that. But by now you're about 2/3 of the way up this tower, and by now you can see in like much clearer vision, like the base of like the platform that you can stand on at the top of this thing, and all of like the angular support beams for it.
Mhm. Well, as much as I'm very proud of the journey that has brought us to this point. It just so happens to be a 1, just as natural as the day it popped out of its mama.
So how this is gonna work? You're about like 4/5 of the way up the total ladder.
Yeah.
The wind is really getting harsh by now, and you lose grip with one of your hands, to the point where like you only have one hand on here, and you are gonna fall off of this ladder at this height at an angle because of the way that the wind is blowing.
Ow.
I'm gonna need.
You get
How
split
does this
clean in half, landing on the corner of the roof and die.
I'm
It's
going
fine.
to-
I got stitched together. Just give me 5 minutes in a first aid kit.
Where is there? Page 118, falling. So, I'm going to need 2 checks from you. One of them is an endurance check, and the other is a luck check.
Okay, let's do endurance first. I like that one.
Yeah.
Endurance is another 18.
Okay.
Luck
I'll
is a nice
resolve that.
-4 to it. So
I'm just gonna
that makes it a -2.
since I have 17 passive sense, I'm just gonna like kind of hear all this, and I'm just gonna relay to them. I think he fell off the ladder.
Noah, I have a question. Can I
Mhm.
try to... I would love to try to do something real quick to assist with one of my perks that I think could be cool.
Okay.
So if this is the way that a regular radio tower is that I'm thinking of, it goes up in like a big spire, and there's like struts and metal beams and stuff around the ladder, but he fell off and he's falling away kind of at an angle, right?
Yeah. Because of the way that
So-
the wind is blowing.
I would like to try. Can I use Math Wrath to ricochet a shot across the beams and knock one of the struts out underneath him so he can grab it?
Like, are you talking about the struts that are holding up the platform at the very top, or?
No, like you know how they have like there's like crossing beam struts that like usually are in the structure of like radio towers, cell towers, stuff like that.
Like the thing
Um,
that the ladder is on the side of, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to knock loose one of those so that he can grab it and even just like slow his fall a bit, even if it doesn't stop him completely.
So you want to make a ranged attack against one of the beams or one of the
Yeah, one of
struts?
them that's beneath him.
Okay, roll a luck check, and then that'll help me figure out how the attack will go.
God bless us, everyone. Is a -4.
I'm gonna turn to Griffin and I'm gonna say, 2 caps, this doesn't work.
You all have at least one karma cap, by the way. Keep that in mind.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, it doesn't mean
All right.
I could have just re-rolled that strength check.
Yeah,
You could have.
Oh well, it's a little late for that.
this is your
Okay.
lesson.
Well, I rolled a 19, so that turns
Go
into a
ahead, put this
15.
spell right there.
Okay. So you're going to be making an attack roll with Mathrath. With a 15, I would say like the closest you end up getting, like you are able to make an attack again, like, because obviously these aren't moving, so it's not like that hard to hit one. The one that you're going to end up hitting is still like a decent bit like down from where he fell. This
That's
is
good.
not really the music
what I
for
want.
this. There we go. This is better.
I'm simply attempting to prevent his untimely death by giving him something to break this fall a little bit. It's not
Yeah.
like he would perfectly like, oh, I grab it, now I'm safe. It probably won't stay there, but he'll have
Like
less
when you fall through
velocity.
a tree and you hit a branch.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and give me the attack. I won't make you make the roll, but give me the damage. Just that'll help me gauge things here. And this is with your laser revolver, right?
How much damage do you think I would need to accomplish this?
I would say
I have so much agency over what the number of damage is if you allow me to just hit it
okay.
guaranteed.
Actually, how about just just roll a d20 as you would make for a ranged attack roll with this thing, and then without having to roll damage, I'll figure it out from there. That's probably a more reasonable way of doing this.
7 is a 23.
Okay, so you're able to fire with quite the amount of precision. The
Bounces off of several beams and then hits the one that I
Yeah.
need to knock out.
Yeah. So Greg, as you're falling, you see this laser that's like doo, 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 across like the inside bracketing of the tower piece that the ladder is on the side of, and as you're falling, you see one of the like support brackets for this part of the tower, like something like pops loose on it, and it's gonna swing as like right as you're flying down, and you're gonna land right on this like piece of the bracketing, and this was about I would say like about halfway up the tower, and so let me see here. I would say you only fell like probably like 30 feet, if I had to guess. So you're gonna take that would be 10 impact damage from the collision with this, and this is subtracted from your hit points since stamina
but
points
my
obviously don't
damage
really apply here.
threshold does take away from this, right?
Yes, it does. So basically 10 minus whatever that is damage, as you're now like pancaked to the top of, or to the side that is facing upwards of this bracket piece of the tower that is now like wedged the other way, sticking out
Okay.
about halfway up the ladder.
Splendid shot, Holmes. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm still in one piece.
Eh.
Oh, I didn't feel too good.
I want to work on your grip.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
You see anything when you were up there?
I'm gonna
I saw the heavenly gates for a moment on the way down.
Alright.
I'm gonna give Time one of my stim packs and have Time fly up to to Kingle and
Okay.
administer a stim pack to him.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're probably in tune enough with time to like
Yeah, he
indicate
knows.
this sort of stuff. Okay, so
Just point upwards, right up there.
yeah,
You could save that. Does he know how to use medical equipment?
Are you talking about Kingle?
No, your fly.
That was a good one.
He can administer a stim in emergency.
Okay.
He's not too keen with the doctor's kit though.
Well, so patience. I would say time is going to be able to like deliver this thing, but probably not like administer it.
Okay.
Especially considering that a bloat fly doesn't really have like the like appendicular, excuse me, strength to like apply us any kind of like syringe here.
Hey,
So
Mr. Kingle,
Yes, ma'am.
my good buddy Time's coming up. He's bringing you something that I think will make you feel a little better if you can get your way up that ladder without falling next time.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
You see this bloatfly come up to you, and he has a stim pack in his little.
Oh, well, ain't that a nice gift of you? Thank you kindly. I give him a little head scratch.
He's just gonna fly back down.
Alright, how much healing is a stim pack as I jab this?
It's based off of your healing rate. So for a regular stim pack, which this was, it would be where is it? A number of hit points equal to your healing rate.
So it's endurance plus level. Endurance
Divided.
modifier.
And then halved.
Okay, so 3.
Or no, actually, is it halved? I think it
No,
is.
it's endurance
Or-
modifier
healing
plus.
rate.
Oh, sorry. Not the. Yeah, I was
half
thinking
of
of a different
endurance plus level.
It's not half of endurance. Oh, is it half of endurance?
It's a half of endurance, yeah.
level.
That's
Half
what
of your
yeah.
endurance score or
Score,
modifier?
yes. Your
It
score.
is
Score,
your
okay.
endurance. Oh, score, not mod?
Yes.
Okay, so that makes this a little different. So that's that. Is it rounded up or down?
Down.
Down. Okay. Okay, so 5. That's not awful. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm gonna try and finagle my way back over to that ladder and do better this time.
Okay. Yeah, I would say the bracket is like not that like you're within arm's reach of holding onto this ladder again now. So it
Another
I
strength
won't-
check for you.
yeah, one more and you should be able to get up there then, yeah.
Alright, that is once again a very filthy 20. We do not
Okay.
have great hygiene out here.
That exactly succeeds the roll to get all the way
You
up.
needed a 20?
This wind is insane.
It is pretty bad.
It's a
wind.
dust storm.
There's a
It
dust storm and
hasn't
also
hit yet.
well, it's the wind preceding it, and also like you're like extremely high up now. So yeah, this is
Oh,
like
Jeez.
multiple 100 feet up in the air.
Alright. I
so you-
put a bandana over my mouth and nose. I put on some kind of goggle so that I can keep my eyes safe. Because I don't imagine this is a closed room up here.
No, this is a like open space up here.
Why did he need to do this again?
Look out. Mm.
In
I can't look out from down here.
Greg, you have the binoculars,
No.
right?
I do have the binos.
Okay. So yeah, this is like a hexagonal like
Hexagonal.
platform. Yeah. A platform with like a railing going around the whole thing, and you see the actual like radio tower, like beacon, essentially in the middle, that sticks up from the platform another like 70 feet about.
Okay. Yeah, I just start getting a look out of the surrounding, make sure nothing's gonna show up, and start causing trouble.
Yeah, the platform is mostly bare. There's not really a lot of like stuff on this platform, and there's nobody here either. You do see a duffel bag like kind of wedged up against the
Cash.
what?
Nothing. Keep going.
Ignore him.
You see a duffel bag kind of like wedged up against the actual like, because the ladder was like up against one side of the rest of the antenna, and then on the other side essentially is where this like duffel bag was like wedged against the side of it.
Yeah, I'll grab it, take a little look.
You unzip this duffel bag, and you're gonna see a ghoul hand snatch up out of the bag and grab onto your arm.
Oh, Jesus!
And with that, I'm going to need you to roll combat sequence, and
Oh,
you
boy.
are surprised.
That's fair.
So
Am I allowed
But I
to
always
send
go
the fly?
first.
Can I send the fly up there? Or do I
Yeah,
not know this is
yeah.
happening?
I've got it handled.
I wouldn't say that you know that this is happening, because this is like a really far ways up above you.
All right.
It's in a sandstorm, and he's like 120 feet in the air.
It's probably more than that, actually.
You think he's
So,
okay up there?
I know I'm surprised, but still with Gunslinger, would I go first?
Yeah, you would still go first. But with that, we will end this session on a cliffhanger of sorts with